What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Invincible video discussing the history of Alan the Alien, everyone's favourite peacekeeper. There will be spoilers for the comics and the show, so please do be warned. If you enjoyed the video, then please do consider dropping a like down below and subscribing with notifications on to never miss a video. Now, Alan the Alien is a member of the Coalition of Planets. He is also part of the race of Unopans, a one-eyed alien race, and he was actually the subject of genetic experiments to create a super Unopan capable of taking on the threat of the Viltrumites. Now, his planet was actually decimated by these Viltrumites, but they were able to rebuild their civilization partly in space and even later join the Coalition of Planets. Alan was the only Unopan able to survive these experiments and defects that were caused by intensive genetic changes. He was the only success and was gifted with powers of spaceflight and many others, as well as becoming a gifted fighter and lives on the planet Talskria. Eventually, as he gained power and became a champion evaluation officer, he was someone who was sent to look for other great fighters who can stand toe-to-toe with the evil Viltrumites. Now, for years he would travel and he would encounter Omni-Man many times and even fought him, and he actually came across Omni-Man's son, Invincible, aka Mark, who was just gaining his powers and learning to use them. However, they came to blows, but it turned out that Alan had been coming to the wrong planet for quite a while to evaluate the planet's champion. He eventually returned later to the Coalition, only to learn of the Viltrumite presence on Earth, and came to warn our boy Invincible, at which point Mark explained the whole story of his father, and that he is half Viltrumite, to Alan's absolute shock. Alan explained that the Coalition of Planets' aim is actually to halt the expansion of the Viltrumites and their empire, and then left Invincible to do his thing. Now, Alan later left to return to his home and his wife, who is very, she is pretty much down there, and he isn't allowed to have intercourse due to the rules of his race, but allows a small tender moment before heading out to get his favourite food, but he's attacked by Viltrumites demanding to know what he told the council, except he doesn't tell them and is thought to be killed. But he was later put in a stasis pod and was healed, and learns from Thaddeus, who is the head of the council, that his body has adapted and is pretty much at the Viltrumite level of powers. Now, Alan is confused, as Viltrumites have not had a power level kind of assigned to them, except Thaddeus exposes himself as a rebel Viltrumite and thinks that Invincible is the key to bringing down their whole damn operation. Except there is a mole in the council as Alan heads to Earth. However, he runs into the Immortal and gets in a fight. Man, what a poor lad, as Invincible fights and intervenes. Now, Alan asks Mark to speak to Thaddeus. However, by this time, Omni-Man had been taken for execution, and Mark says about his brother Oliver and about the key to defeating the Viltrumites are actually in the books that Omni-Man had written. However, Alan cannot catch a break and comes across a Viltrumite ship on his way back to Talskria. However, he is a smart cookie and realizes that this is a prison ship that Omni-Man probably most likely is on, and allows himself to be captured so he can meet Omni-Man himself. Now, Alan manages to speak telepathically with Omni-Man and talks about the coming war between the Coalition and the Viltrumites and how Invincible will be key in this. Alan plans to free Nolan using his power levels, and they became friends, leading to the escape that Alan engineered, and even helped Battle Beast with them as well. And I might do a video on Battle Beast at some point if this video does well, as the trio then escape. However, we get a major reveal from Nolan that the Viltrumites wanted to use Earth as a breeding ground, as a virus had killed off over 99% of Viltrum. Now, they need to prepare for the coming war between the Coalition and, of course, the Viltrumites. Now, they prepare and head out to get the gun of the Space Racer, someone Omni-Man killed many years ago, except, well, he was buried alive, and that they actually need the gun because it can shoot through anything except only when shot by Space Racer. But the Racer joins their side in the war and they return to Earth and convince Invincible and Oliver to join them. However, en route, they are attacked by Viltrumites and Alan could not find his allies and only Tech Jacket, who came along for the ride. Now back home, Thaddeus is about to declare war when Viltrumites invade the planet due to the mole, and the Graysons arrive. The invaders and the Viltrumite Emperor retreat. Grand Regent Thrag is a badass, and again, I might do a video on him in the future, as Invincible crashes into Viltrum, destroying the planet. Now, Thaddeus is killed, but the war is over, leading to Alan being promoted to the leader of the Coalition of Planets, and now needs to be called Great Alan, which he finds funny. But Invincible wakes up after the battle and speaks to Alan and says Viltrumites could be on Earth in secret. Now, Alan is actually left the virus that killed many Viltrumites by Thaddeus, and well, it's called the Scourge virus. Now he has the decision, should he wipe out all the Viltrumites hiding out on Earth, or let them live in peace and presume that they have now turned good. He speaks to Nolan about this and is told that it could even wipe out humans as well, which he says he knows. They fight, with Oliver then joining in, but ultimately deciding to join Alan in his plans due to the other half of his race being destroyed. Now Thrag actually returns knowing the plans and asks for a truce, but Oliver sees red and disperses it, but it only hits Invincible, who survives. He manages to survive, he just loses his powers for a bit there due to his half-human heritage. Now, much time passes and a lot happens in the story that doesn't involve Alan, and Alan learns that Nolan is now the Emperor of the Viltrumites and attempts to assassinate Thrag, as they then have a feud for quite a while and enlists Mark a few times to try and kill him, and he then later survives an assassination attempt, leading Mark to finally face off against Thrag once and for all. Now, more of that side of the story is covered in my Omni-Man breakdown and similar video to this, so you can go and check that out and watch the counterpart. And if you enjoyed the video, please do consider dropping a like down below, as it helps us out massively, and please do subscribe with notifications on to never miss a video. I will see you soon, and goodbye.